Oh my god. Cheryl's kink right there. Okay, hi guys. It is time for Riverdale Season 7, Episode 6. I just watched Episode 5 right before this, so I'm going into this like fresh. Not that there's going to be anything I need to remember from last episode because it was so filler, but yeah, I'm excited to watch this and get back to the storyline. As I said in the last reaction, I'm wondering when we're going to start going on the path of moving this along. When are they going to start even having just a slight event where they like start to remember something, or just anything that pushes us in that direction? When is that going to happen? Because I really thought that like as we see this and as this storyline goes on, they would start getting like little clues or like things would happen that make them on the track to figuring this out. But there's so far been nothing. So I'm a little worried because I don't know. I love them in the 50s. I actually am really enjoying this. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, this is the last season. How are we going to get from that to this? We're essentially, like at this point, we're on episode 6. There's 6 episodes of storyline where they're not even their normal selves. Like these are essentially completely different characters. So what are we doing? You know? I'm enjoying it. I'm really here for the storyline. I think it's really interesting. But like I am just getting a little tiny bit worried. I don't know. But yeah, I want to get right in this, guys. Oh my god. Like I was saying, I want to get right into this, guys. Just a quick reminder that you can get the full, uncut, unedited, raw reactions to Riverdale on my Patreon. The link at the top of my description will take you to my Patreon. And there is a $5 tier, a $15 tier, and a $50 tier. The $50 tier is sold out, so that's nothing. But the $15 tier gets you uncut reactions to every single show I react to. All of them. All of the episodes I've seen so far that I've reacted to, and movie reactions. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. I don't post the movie reactions here on YouTube. I haven't done a movie reaction in a while, but there's a lot that are like that I've done. There's also a $5 tier, and that you'll get all the Riverdale reactions that I've done so far and every other show I react to. You just won't get the movies. So it's the same thing, just no movies. If you're interested and you want to check that out, definitely do so. Otherwise, let's get in this episode, guys. Also, make sure you subscribe. There's so many viewers, more than like a majority of the people that view my videos don't subscribe. If you're coming back to my channel, subscribe. Help a girl out, you know? Hit the subscribe button. But yeah, let's get into it.
Is Pep Comics in the business of plagiarizing?
That is an ugly word we never use around here, all right?
Don't make him use it.
It's all coming back to me now. I dimly remember trying to reach out to this Rayberry guy about a rights inquiry. But he never returned my calls, so I just assumed he was probably dead.
Dumb.
How do you think your dad would feel? You think he'd be proud of you? What did he
That's
say
not
to
fair.
you before he went off to war?
He said that I should take care of Mom and be the man of the house.
That's right. Now, do you think you've lived up to that?
Tomorrow we'll talk to your principal about getting your grades up.
He's a dick. Oh shit. Betty doesn't need that book anymore. She just has to look at Archie. Girl is drooling.
What's sex like? Just wanted to talk to someone with, first-hand experience.
Truth time.
Oh, I love that Archie and
No.
Betty are probably both virgins
You can't
at this
tell
point.
anyone. I haven't actually gone all the way with a boy
Oh shit.
yet.
Oh, she wanted to
I
with
just
Jughead.
assumed because you're so sexy.
Oh, okay. Betty is so bi-coded, bitch. Come on.
Lingerie.
I like the way it makes me feel. The soft fabric against my skin. Knowing that it makes my body look fantastic. Say, why don't you?
Betty is
get
so
lingerie
gay.
world?
She's so bi-coded. It's so funny. Or it's just Lily Reinhart being fucking gay, and she just can't hold back the gay.
What did you think of it?
It was disgusting. Fuck lesbians.
There's something aesthetically pleasing about two voluptuous feminine forms in close proximity to each other.
Voluptuous, huh? Well, how about you and I go to the dark room and grab a cappuccino in privacy?
I would ask you to join, but I'm sure being a cheerleader is far too square an activity for
Do
a
it.
greaser like you.
I hope she does it. Oh my god. Also, since I'm watching these back to back, I didn't watch the promo for this episode, so I have no idea what's going on.
I feel as if there's much
Turtle looking ass.
untapped potential within you.
Looking like Mario up in here.
Okay, girls, let's fire it up and see what we're working with.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Look at her face. She can't even. Hold on. I gotta rewind that. She could not even hide her smile seeing her. Girl, you're so in love. Like, watch this reaction. She's so gay.
I'm sorry you're not on our list. Better luck next year.
Evelyn, are you the captain?
I forgot about Evelyn.
I assume you prepared a routine.
I did.
Oh my god. Cheryl's kink right there. Biker girl as a cheerleader. Girl, pick your jaw up off the floor. I love how, like, oh my god, the lust face though. She's a Sorry. I always wonder if I wonder if Vanessa and Madeline ever like feel uncomfortable having to like look at each other like that or like do their sexy scenes. But then again, I remember like they're so close. They've said before that like they're so close that it makes it easier to do this stuff because they are so close. But like, I don't know, man. Holy shit.
Well, raz my berries and put them in a jelly jar. I would like to officially offer you a spot on the squad.
Period.
Shouldn't we wait till we've seen
Nope.
Evelyn?
She can't hide it, man. Come on. And I also love how forward Toni is about it, like inviting her to talk in private and stuff. Because, like, she knows. And she knows she's attracted to her.
You love basketball.
I've been told to focus on my studies, Mom.
Archie,
Yeah,
you're
that's
young.
true.
You can study and play basketball.
You don't want me on the team. I'm no good. I'm out of practice.
So you want him to study and play basketball, but he can't study and then also study women's bodies? What's up with that?
I feel embarrassed.
Why? Betty Page herself would go ape for you.
This was a silly idea. I'm gonna change.
Betty,
Girl.
wait. Look at your beautiful body and repeat after me. I am a gorgeous, powerful, sexy siren at the height of my womanly powers.
Honestly, the biggest thing of like being sexy is confidence in the way that you like hold yourself. And that doesn't mean you have to like genuinely like be like, I look fucking great. And you know, that's not really what confidence is. It's just like confidence is almost like working with what you got, you know? It's like, okay, this is me. And that's good. It's good enough. It's great.
And I know for a fact that they are plagiarizing and publishing your stories for monetary gain.
Dude, the place that gives you a job.
They're ripping you off. I went through all of Pep Comics' back issues. They've poached like 8 of your stories.
Oh, shit.
This is just the latest.
But also, like, dude, you finally get a job, like a pretty big job. And this is what you're doing?
Have some concerns about our new vixen, Toni Topaz.
I think she's gay. She's a woman kisser.
What's with the fact that everyone knows that she's a lessie? And I wouldn't be comfortable being naked in the locker room with her.
I don't know where you heard such a disgusting rumor, Evelyn, but let me clue you
The
in.
fact that she's like about to cry. Also, Evelyn, she's not looking at your naked body. Why? She wouldn't want your naked ass body anyway.
I wouldn't tolerate such behavior on my squad, so shut your damn mouth.
Just because somebody's a lesbian doesn't mean they're a
Kindly
pervert.
put an Vita. A new episode of Omiha is about to begin, and you are not invited to stay and watch.
Bye.
Damn, Topaz, you must really be on the hook.
She's annoying.
What did
Really?
you do with my car?
Well, that hot rod was an unnecessary distraction, Archie. Take the bus, ride your bike. Or you
What
can
the
hitch a ride,
hell?
but you better hustle.
What a dickhead. That's not helping him succeed.
How will you ever get used to lace panties if you don't wear them every day?
No, I know, but there's gym class later today, and I didn't want people to see me wearing them and think that I was some kind of nymph.
How many did you buy? She can't wear them every day. Start stinking.
So now that you and Kevin are no more, who do you have your eye on?
Archie
There
Kins.
is someone, actually.
Don't be coy. Who's the lucky duck?
It's Archie.
Oh, I'm glad she was honest.
Why don't you march on in there and ask him out? Let's do it now before you can talk yourself out of it.
Aw. I love how even though it's like slightly hurtful to her, she's still like supporting her.
What's the scoop?
The smile. Aw.
The scoop is...
We're going on a date.
Do you maybe want to go to the movies with me?
The movies? Heck yeah, Betty. I would love to take you to the movies.
Really?
Aw, poor Veronica.
I can't right now. Maybe he'll ease up in the next couple weeks and we can go then.
Of course, yeah. Another time. It's fine.
He's not denying you. Aw. Betty, it's not an excuse. You really think Archie wants to be a water boy?
You mean Stonewall Prep?
Hell no.
Adore private school boys.
I really hope that they give Veronica the space and time to either fall in love with somebody else. But the thing is like, fans really are not going to be invested in a new boyfriend for her unless they do it like next episode at the very least. That way you have like a whole time for development and stuff. Because if they throw her in a relationship for the last like 2 episodes, I'm going to be pissed. But I hope that they either do that, find her a good person that she's actually going to like love and have that chemistry with, or give her a storyline where she's on a journey to self-love and like being okay without anyone else, you know? Oh shit, is she going to find that book? I bet she's going to find the book. Shit. I called that.
Story of forbidden feminine love.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Excuse me. Can I help you with something, Evelyn?
Aren't they supposed to be cheering? Why is she in the shower?
So how about you quit sticking your nose in my business before I serve you up a knuckle sandwich? Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
I mean, to see it in full color and in print with my name.
And that's just the final proof.
Oh shit.
Which one of you shucksters is Al Fieldstone?
I am.
He just ruined like his whole damn job.
You listen to me, pal. I have got the top lawyers in New York.
I hope you
on
told him
retainer.
to not mention
Fellas,
that he came to his
acknowledging
door.
Someone at some time might have read a book and been inspired by it. Pay him a modest but appropriate fee for the rights to adapt his work.
How much dough are we talking about?
You didn't care about it 2 seconds ago.
Deal.
Oh,
But I
of
want to be
each price?
compensated for the 8 stories you've already adapted. Comprende?
You could adapt your own stories, or you could get a different Pep Comics writer to do it. It would be an honor, sir.
I mean,
I love all your
he's
stories
playing
in all the
both
different pulp magazines.
both sides of the team. It's not good. He's gonna get in trouble.
There was this big, messy robbery in town a few years back, and he was the prime suspect, so he hopped on his bike and split from Riverdale.
Have you written about that?
Aww. I hope whatever story he's writing now is like, well, I guess he's gonna write about that probably. I was gonna say, I hope it's like something that is better about women. I miss FP.
I got you a job. Pumping gas at Pop's. That's what being man of the house means, Archie. Taking on multiple responsibilities.
What the hell is he doing?
It's you telling Evelyn Evernever that I don't like girls.
She put down that you were a lessee. I defended your honor and your reputation.
That's the problem. You don't get to speak for me. You don't get to define me. I'm not ashamed of who I am or who I like. I never have been, and I never will be.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
I'm done wasting my time on you, Cheryl. And I'm done with all this pussyfooting.
Oh, you can clearly see like that she's affected by it though.
Wait, Toni.
Is it gonna happen?
I am attracted to girls.
Oh!
Well, that's a start.
Yay! She admitted it.
I think maybe I'm
Attracted to you?
attracted to you.
Woo-hoo!
I know.
Aw. She's really making her say it, huh?
Finally.
Aw.
We're getting somewhere.
Aw. Aw, that was so cute. That was so cute. I love that Toni came about that in a way that was not pushing her to do something she wasn't ready for, but also not standing by while Cheryl speaks for her and like lies and stuff. It's kind of like, okay, I understand the situation. It's the 50s also, like, damn, you're in the closet. I get it. That's fine. You're trying to figure this out. But at the same time, like, if it's going to start harming me, I'm not going to sit by and be a part of that. And I love how, like, even when Cheryl was like, and I think I may be attracted to you, she was like, you might be or you are. She's like, I am. It's just cute because it's like, no, I need you to tell me that. I need confirmation, because who's to say that tomorrow you're not going to come back and be like, actually, I decided that I don't think I am, you know? Like, no, you are. Don't take it. What is that?
Kevin and Clay are also...
Yep. But not many people know about them, so don't go around quoting it.
No. My mother and her sister had an awful falling out. My Aunt Carol...
I thought she was going to say, when I was 10, my mom and her sister had a relationship. Very on brand for the Blossoms.
Also around the time that I started realizing maybe I was like Aunt Carol.
Aww.
Even though I'd never get to live like her. Loving women.
Aww.
And then they kicked me out of the house.
Oh no, Toni.
And then I moved in with my grandma.
I feel like everybody has, like, everybody who is queer or some type of gay has a backstory that's like, you know, you've known, you know, like there's always like little things that it's like, okay, I definitely have known. Like for me, for as long as I can remember, I remember the first time I had this crush on a family friend that was like way older than me. I honestly was like 8. But the thing is like when you're that young and you're not around gay people, like I didn't even know like what gay was. I just knew that like I had this fascination with her, you know, and I thought she was so pretty. And until I finally realized what was going on, I just thought that that was normal. I just thought that like, oh, I'm just admiring this person, you know, but like, no, I had a crush on her, you know. It's like, okay, I think you're amazing. I think you're really pretty. It's like, okay, girl, that's a crush. It's a crush. So I feel like even if you come out of the closet later in life, or like you didn't know until later, once you do know, you always have little memories that you're like, oh, that makes sense.
I can be exactly who I want to be.
Your grandmother approves?
More or less.
Relatable. When I came out to my family, it did not go well. And my grandma was the one person who not only accepted me, but celebrated it. And I was the most worried to tell her. I was terrified of telling her because she's like my everything, you know? And I told her, and she was the most supportive out of everyone. People surprise you. And all she had to say was like, you know, I'm getting older. I just want my family. You know, I don't care who you date. I don't care who you married, who you're attracted to. I just love my family and I want my family around. And like that, my heart, guys, that healed my wounded heart.
I always believed if I didn't want my family to disown me, I would have to spend my life playing a part.
Same.
That's what that whole thing with Archie was, a role.
I was the exact same way.
And now.
This is why I say that like I'm not mad about the whole storyline with Archie, because this is literally my coming out situation. I dated men and had relationships because I'm not joking. I always told myself I will hide it. Like I will force myself to marry a man, have a family, and be straight. Like I can't tell anybody, you know? And I was going to do that. But I also didn't realize that there comes a point where you can't do it. Like you can't do that anymore. You're either gonna go insane, get severely depressed, or you're gonna hit a point where it's like, you know what, screw this. Like, why am I putting myself through this pain instead of just being happy? The more that life goes on and the world is getting slightly more accepting, the more it just sucks to be pretending to be somebody else. And that's why I resonate so much with Cheryl and with this 50s storyline. Because even though it's not, obviously we don't come out in the 50s, it's way, way better than the 50s. But her whole way like of coming out and feeling like she had to date men and that she was going to convince herself, you know, if there was a guy for me, Archie is amazing. She doesn't have that physical connection with him. She could have a mental connection, you know, like he could be her best friend, but it's just not love. And that's so spot on to my life, you know? And now, thankfully, I'm happily, amazingly engaged to a woman, and I'm so proud to be hers. I can't imagine ever going back to that and having to be that person anymore, because I can't imagine my life without her. And I feel like everyone kind of comes to that point where it's you either lie yourself to death or you let yourself be happy.
I'm ready for something else.
I can dig that.
Why do they keep writing that line in? Ooh! I can dig that. Is that something they say a lot? I hope Betty sees all this and sees that he's not lying.
Riverdale's resident grease monkey.
So, Betty, is it true your parents run the television station?
So you're telling me Betty walked by him and saw all this shit and still thinks that he's swerving her?
Don't you like to dance?
Of course she does. Anyway,
She's
what
like,
do you two
I don't know about that.
like to do?
Aww. Aww.
Well, he and I, we used to play a lot growing up. Right up until he went off to the war.
Proud of him for serving our country the way he did. He was a true hero.
Yeah, he was, Pop.
Can we not talk about Fred? Honest to gosh. I can't. I don't like when they bring him up.
And I couldn't believe that Mr. Rayberry was just letting it sit, unpublished in a cardboard box.
Oh, so it had nothing to do with something bad. He just wrote something good?
Romeo and Juliet had logistical problems, but they figured it out.
Veronica, they both died.
Not until Act 5. And only after they lost their cherries, I might add. Why don't you and Archie wait for
Run a
your
string with some cans.
respective gatekeeping
Talk through the
adults to
windows.
sleep, then call each other up on the telephone. You can look into Archie's bedroom window from yours.
Seduce him.
What time does the curtain usually go up?
I know damn well Archie knows Betty can see.
But I'm saving my energy so I can obliterate your dad's record against Centerville this weekend. I mean,
Oh shit.
somebody's got to do it.
Don't get in trouble. Don't hurt him. Don't
That's
punch him.
clearly not going to be.
Oh god. Of course his uncle's not gonna take his
Just got
side with
here and I
it.
heard what happened. I'll talk to Featherhead and we'll straighten out this mess.
Back off, Frank. I'm his mother. I'll take this round.
Yeah, for real. You just show up and then start being his dad.
You're welcome to quit, Evelyn. Immediately.
Please do. Quit, quit, quit.
I'll stay.
Fab.
Now get in line.
Now,
Shut up.
On to other business.
Aw, the heart eyes.
So why do you want to play on the team? Is it
It was
because of Uncle
something.
Frank?
It was something he did with his dad.
No, it's not Frank. I think about Dad, and suddenly it's like there's an anvil on my heart.
But nothing would make your father happier than to see you play on his team. Maybe even wearing his number. Nothing would make me happier too. And one way or the
It's
other,
very true.
I'm gonna ask Frank to ease up on you.
Please do. Get him off his back.
Stole my manuscript.
Only for a night.
You are as much of a thief as Fieldstone.
It is so weird that he took it.
But you have got to get this published. I can help you.
Get out of my house.
Okay, psycho. Shit. Oh shit.
And how you gave that Ever Never chick what for?
Ooh.
I'd like to show you my appreciation. Would that be okay?
Yes, yes, please. Are they gonna kiss? Shut up. Aww. I love how it's kind of like similar to their first kiss. Like the lighting with their like silhouettes and the light behind. Because you know how she was at Sister Quiet Mercy and they were like watching that movie. And they were kind of like dark and the background was lit up. Aww. Hell yeah, Cheryl. Aww, my heart.
Hello. We interrupt your regular
Why do they act
scheduled
like
programming with
he
an
can't
emergency
see them?
Flutterbum alert. This is the greatest show on earth.
Oh my god.
Do you have binoculars? Mayday!
Oh my god.
I should have known. The same thing happened to Jimmy Stewart.
Like, what do you think? Now he's gonna keep him closed from now on. You ruined it. But like, what did he think? Like, I'm gonna be butt ass naked in front of my open window that lines up with someone else's window.
Veronica, would you mind giving Betty and I a minute? In private?
Of course. Betty will catch up and on. Archie, keep up the good work.
What?
Saw you and Veronica last night. Looking at me.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what you're...
I liked it.
Oh!
Every night I end up in my bedroom, too.
Interesting, he just
What if
wants
we
to
ended
talk
up
to
in our
Betty.
bedrooms, you know, at the same time, and looked at each other?
Oh, shit! Does that mean what I think it means? Hold on, what? Wait, is he suggesting that they're gonna, like, take each other's clothes, not each other's clothes off, but they're gonna take their own clothes off at the same time? Like, watching each other? Is that what he means? Oh my god.
And I'll be wearing something special.
I'm intruding.
I
Woo!
sure am excited.
Woo!
Betty, I'm really excited.
Oh my god.
I'm like beyond excited.
The fucking horn. Also, he looks like a Boy Scout with that backpack and outfit on. He said, here we go.
Hey, one of
I'm
us
ready.
stay on the sidelines. You can't just let him on the team, coach.
Yes, you can.
How do we even know if he's any good?
It'd be funny as hell if he threw him the ball. He just threw it at his face. He's just all juiced now because he's
I'm not doing
gonna
this for you, Uncle Frank.
have
I'm
some
doing this
window
for myself.
sex with Betty.
And for my mom. And my dad.
Not for you, bitch.
This particular head was written by one of our students.
See, I told
Ted
you.
Jones.
They're just gonna run wild with that shit. Does she have her lingerie on? Oh yeah, she does. You can see it. The fact that they planned this, what do you even call it? This window sex is killing me. I like how they're both ready and just watching the clock instead of just going into the window. They better not get caught. I'm nervous for them. Ah! Woo! Oh shit. What the f is happening? Oh, I thought he opened. Never mind. No! Oh my god. Bruh. No!
What in the actual hell is going on here?
What in God's name are you doing?
Nah, I would simply pass away. Oh my god, no. I would be horrified. I would be fucking horrified. No, you can't come back from that. Barchie's over. You can't come back from that shit. I would die. I want to watch the promo for the next ep. Guys, that was woo. Woo! I knew they were gonna get caught. But also, how did both of the parents know to go up there? That's kind of sketchy. I hope that nobody told the parents. Like, I don't know why, but I'm like, I hope Veronica didn't, like, tell the parents because she's jealous, you know? I don't think she would, though. Okay, let's watch this promo.
All right, kids, it's time for the twirl.
You cool cats want to see what a real twirl looks like? Cut to commercial!
Very hairspray. That showed us absolutely nothing. There we go. That was season 7, episode 6 of Riverdale. I loved this episode. I like this one a lot better than the last one. Frank is driving me up the wall. I don't know if it was just his master plan to be able to, like, con Archie into playing basketball, but he's, like, way overstepping. He's acting like his dad, forcing him to get a job, taking away his car, not letting him, like, do literally anything. Made him the water boy. Like, it's just disrespectful. And, like, I feel like it was a whole ploy to get him to play basketball. But the fact that, like, he's not playing basketball because of what he's gone through, you know? And the fact that his dad died and that used to be their thing. So the fact that he went about it that way to get him to play basketball is just so disrespectful and insensitive to Archie. I am glad that he finally is playing, but that pissed me off. I love that Veronica really helped Betty this episode, even though it still hurt. You know, she's helping somebody else get in good with the guy that she had feelings for, you know? And we didn't get anything Jughead and Veronica, which I'm kind of sad about. I hope that's not just like, okay, that's over, you know? Because, like, they just had them fight and her being like, I'm just gonna go. And then had Jughead narrator say, and just like that, Marilyn and whatever are over. That seemed like such a cop-out, just be like, okay, never mind, they're gone. I don't know. I just don't like that. I kind of want to see them, like, have an end. We finally got Choni! Finally! Toni cracked the code that is Cheryl Blossom. Oh my gosh! She was patient, but at the same time, had self-respect enough to walk away when it started being toxic for her. And once Cheryl knew that she's not playing around, she was honest and told her that she thinks that she is attracted to girls and that she is attracted to Toni. And like I said, I love that Toni made her confirm, like, okay, do you think you are or are you? And then she's like, I am. It's just, my heart. It was so cute. And I really love that their first kiss kind of paralleled their first kiss in present day with the lighting. Like, it was different. Obviously, they're in a different place, whatever. But, like, in the other scene, they're lit up for the first kiss. They're, like, lit up by the projector, and then there's the silhouette behind them. And, like, this one, they were kind of the silhouette with the light behind it. It was just beautiful. And I love how she literally asked for consent beforehand. Is this okay? And she's like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, my heart. It was so cute. Also, Evelyn can gift. I'm so over that. I like that Toni kind of put her in her place. Like, you didn't need to defend me to Evelyn, because what she said is true. Like, whether or not she said it in a good way or was nice is besides the point, because I do like girls and I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not ashamed of it. It's who I am. I love Toni. 50s Toni too. It's just like, she's such a force and so true to herself. And the fact that she's a cheerleader now is just so cute. And I cannot get over it. That was probably my favorite scene, was when Toni walks in and you see Cheryl's face just light up. And everyone behind her, it's just kind of has normal faces, not really like, whoa, but like Cheryl's like not even, but like her eyes, like it's just like you could see it on her, in her eyes, that just like love and like attraction she has to Toni. And man, I applaud Madelaine and Vanessa so much, because how are they not in love? They play their roles so well. Besides KJ and Lily, I feel like Madelaine and Vanessa are like the second best in terms of genuine chemistry and like attraction. I don't know how you make it look so real, And I mean, maybe it helps that like maybe they are attracted to each other, I don't know if Madelaine is pan or bi or what, but, and I know Vanessa's bi, Lily's bi, but like, also I love how there was so many like little Betty kind of gay moments. This episode is cute. And like, even though KJ is in a relationship, has a whole child, humans are humans. You could be attracted to somebody, feel they're attracted, like know that they're attractive and still like not want to be with them, So I feel like you have to have some sort of attraction to the person to be able to have chemistry like that. And I don't mean like sexual attraction. I mean like, you think this person is beautiful, or you think they're good looking, whatever, enough to like be able to act that. Because essentially being in a romantic relationship is like a best friend that you're attracted to. I think that's why it comes off so well with Madelaine and with Vanessa, is because they are so close and probably think each other are beautiful. I know their relationship is not that. I'm not saying it's that. But when you have those two things that like we objectively know that the other person is attractive and we're best friends, I feel like that makes that relationship come off as really genuine. And I love when you just feel that like raw chemistry. And even KJ and Camila, like they have that same thing. I honestly, to be honest, I don't think they do anymore. Even like the scenes in the last episode where there was like fantasy that Jughead was writing and stuff, I didn't feel it in that situation. To me, that situation felt like there wasn't that anymore. Because I did love Veronica and Archie together, and I don't hate them. I really don't. I think that they could be cute together. But there came a point where I started feeling like there wasn't that there anymore. And they're fantastic actors. I guess it's just the fantastic acting, because all of a sudden it didn't really feel that way anymore. And then now it's even stronger with Betty. And I don't know if it's KJ being able to bring that energy, because he's so talented, He somehow made it work to where it transitioned from them having this natural chemistry to them kind of slowly fizzling out. And then this natural chemistry that wasn't always there for Betty was there for Betty. And I guess now that I'm saying that out loud, like a lot of that probably is because of him. But the same thing goes for Lily, you know, like she had that chemistry with Jughead, that genuine chemistry, because they were in a relationship at one point. Then it fizzled out. And then we see her start to like have, and you know what? She's loved she's loved Archie since the beginning. From day one as little kids, they have loved each other. Was it always romantic? No. And it was something that had to grow, because a lot of times when you're childhood best friends with somebody, it's complicated in that way, you know? And I think that love was always there. When you start to get older, these people are comfortable to be around, you know? And so it becomes something that's like even deeper than a romantic relationship, but that it's not attraction. Does that make sense? And I mean, Betty has always loved Archie, always wanted to be with Archie, but then when she was with Jughead, she just wanted Jughead, you know? And they did such a great job at transitioning from that relationship that was so strong, Veronica and Archie and Jughead and Betty, to then starting to become something that grew apart. It just was so natural. And honestly, like, people give Riverdale shit all the time, and I'm so tired of hearing that show's still on. Like, yeah, bitch, that show is still on, and they still sell out hella merchandise in like Hot Topic. It's popular. Just because you think that it's bad doesn't make it not be popular, you know? This show has been bonkers since day one, and that's not my fault if you can't see that. And at this point, like, you should just lean into it, because nobody is watching this show taking it as a serious drama. Nobody is. So stop acting like it is, because nobody actually thinks that. So when people are like, wow, that show's still on, who even watches that show? Me. A lot of people. Like, we're not watching a serious drama. We're not here watching Euphoria. We're not expecting Euphoria. But you're expecting Euphoria, apparently. Anyway, I don't need to get on a tangent of that. But besides what some people might think, the actors are very, very talented, because it takes a lot to be able to have these characters be in two different equally huge relationships and have them both feel genuine. I feel like the majority of shows have characters where like they might be in a really important relationship to them, but then they start dating somebody else that you can tell the difference, and you're just like, okay, this is their end game, this is their person. And with Riverdale, they've done a fantastic job at showing us these two different loves, you know? We see Betty and Archie, we see Veronica and Archie, we see Betty and Jughead, we see Betty and Archie, you know, like in both of them, all three of those relationships felt equally as important. And I've said this before, they've been planning Barchie Endgame since the pilot, 110% since the pilot. And I don't know if people have blinders onto it or what, but it's always gonna be Betty and Archie. It's always meant to be Betty and Archie. It was always supposed to be the girl next door, the best friend since childhood. They're meant to be together, and that's literally known. And it has always pointed towards that. That's why the entire series, we see this like will they, won't they thing with them, because we're getting these other relationships, but then it always just comes back to them. It always came back to them. Something would happen, and they were always meant to finally figure that shit out and be together. And that's just how I see it. And that's coming from someone who also loved Bughead, who also loved Barchie. Like, it was just always going to be Barchie. That's why it was set up the way that it was, with him proposing to her as a little kid, with like, you know, with her being in love with him, but he wasn't. He just saw her as a friend. And it was always going to be the underdog story. It was always going to be the long game that mattered. So yeah, rant about that over. I am very impressed with the acting and the genuine chemistry between all these couples, you know? And the fact that like that all that chemistry is there and none of these couples are actually dating. I'm really impressed, especially with Choni. Vanessa and Madeline never miss, guys. And I knew this for sure when we saw them making out with Tongue last season. That shit sold it for me. I'm like, okay, Emmy Award winning lesbian couple right here. This has been a very long outro. I need to kind of get to the point. But Archie is playing basketball again. And not going to be surprised if Frank all of a sudden stops pushing him to do all these other things and gives his car back and all that shit. Also, I don't understand why Jughead thought it was okay to just like steal his manuscript. Like, what? And then he's shocked that the dude is pissed. Like, oh, but it was really good. You got to post it. It's like, that's not for you to say. That's not your fucking business, whether it's good or not. I don't get that. Especially this whole episode going on about this like plagiarism shit. And then he steals his manuscript. I know he was just going to read it, but it's like, talk about respect, dude. But yeah, I mean, I said this in the reaction, but I've adored the 50s Cheryl coming out story because it is identical to mine. So that is why my feelings about the coming out storyline are so different from other people's, because it is genuine. Whether or not people want to say that this is disrespectful or not, like, this is a lot of people's coming out stories, is this situation. And like saying that this is, you know, going against Cheryl's thing and it's disrespectful, invalidates that. It invalidates it for me when my coming out storyline was that. It was that. That was exactly what happened with me. So invalidating it like that, it hurt. And they were never going to just make her straight. It was always going to lead up to this. Like, yeah, they're showing us that she's dating Archie and that they're engaged or whatever. But they're showing us this because this is the 50s. And coming out was not easy. She was hiding it as much as she physically could. And that's very real. It's very real. And it happened to me. So stop. But yeah, the Choni this episode just melted my freaking heart. And I love how once Cheryl admitted it, it was like pedal to the metal, full speed ahead Choni. She was not going to stop since then. She's got her jaw dropped, everything. She was so, everything. Her whole life was changed. I'm so excited to see Toni be a cheerleader though. I wonder if she's actually going to stay a cheerleader or if she's going to quit now that she got Cheryl. Also, I am freaking traumatized by Archie and Betty having window sex, attempting to have window sex. And also, how did their parents both walk in at the same time? I feel like somebody ratted, but I don't even know if Veronica knew about this because she wasn't in there for the conversation. But I feel like maybe Betty like could have told her like, oh my God, this is what happened, you know? I don't know. That was just weird. Maybe it's just for drama effect that they both came in at the same time. But like the fact that it's midnight and the parents came in when like normally they'd probably be sleeping. So it feels like somebody told. Someone's a rat and it better not be Veronica. But woo! That scene was caliente. I loved it. I'm traumatized by them getting walked in on, but holy frickin' shit. Let the teenagers be teenagers. So I'm wondering, okay, the next episode seems like some sort of like Hairspray parody. I don't even know, but I'm excited for it. And maybe we're gonna get a Barchie dance, or maybe we're gonna get Barchie. I don't know. I just want them to kiss. I want them to kiss so bad. I don't know. I feel like next week might be the time. I just really hope that next week's episode is not just all that and gives nothing to the storyline again, like the last episode, because it's kind of, the more that we don't see the storyline of their memories and their present day selves not happen in the storyline, like the more that happens where we go by and nothing is pointing us in the other direction, the more I'm worried, because I don't want it to be rushed. I want to see them in present day as well and have like the show end with them in present day. I don't want them to go back to present day in the series finale. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that they get that shit together and get that figured out, because I don't want to wait. But yeah, love the episode. Cannot wait for the Barchie. It's just now beginning. Things are just getting, their parents are going to be so against their relationship because they keep getting caught in weird situations. So I'm like, oh my God. Whew. But yeah, not pleased that Frank is back. I could have done without him. But yeah, really excited for the next episode. I think that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.
Looking like that, make a gentleman stare.